It's debt-free Trini here. I was making a second video about the Dave Ramsey steps. I had said in my last video that I wasn't going to go into the steps after the third step, but I figured I would just kind of outline the whole Dave Ramsey plan because it gets kind of confusing because there are so many steps. So I have a little paper here, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So the first baby step is that you save up $1,000 into your savings account, and then you keep that there in case there was an emergency. Like, for example, if your furnace went out, you would use that money towards the emergency, and you would not have to use any of your budget money in your month. So that is the first step. It's the most important step. Baby step number 2 is paying off all of your debt using the snowball method. The snowball method is the method where you're paying off all of your debt with the lowest balances first with the highest interest rate. We have student loans and we have personal loans, and some of them are a little bit higher balances than others. So right now we're paying off the smallest balance with the highest interest rate. So we're putting any extra money that we have in our budget towards that. So if, for example, if we get any bonuses for the month or anything with our budget, it goes straight into the snowball and it goes into that first debt that we're trying to attack. And it's called a snowball because you're supposed to keep adding money to it, and once that's paid off, you take that money that you were attacking the first one with to the next one after the first one's paid off. So we've paid off a lot with our snowballs, and our snowball is getting bigger because we paid off 2 or 3 bigger loans that had minimum payments that were pretty high. So all that is added up and we can pay that towards our next one. So that is our step 2. So that's the one we're currently in. We're going to be in it for a long time. Probably we're projected to pay off around 2019, 2020, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully we'll get some bonuses and then tax returns next year and things will get better with the debt and we'll just pay more off in time. So baby step number 3, so after you pay off all of your debt and you have everything paid off except for your house, you go into baby step number 3, which is saving 3 to 6 months of expenses in case you were to lose your job, or your husband would to lose their job, or anyone in your family would lose their job. You should have 3 to 6 months worth of income to live off of. So that's what you're saving up for. Normally, everyone's is different because it all depends on what you live on a daily basis and your budget. I think after we pay off our debt, we'll probably beef up some of our personal money categories because I feel like we're paying a lot of money into debt and we're not taking care of ourselves as much. So I feel like if once we pay off debt, we're going to be beefing up our personal money, and then from there we will be saving up 3 to 6 months of savings. So that's when we get in step number 3. So step number 4 is investing 15% of your household income into things like Roth IRAs or pre-tax retirement funds. We have a 401k, I have a 403b. I'm not really contributing to mine right now because I'm really focused on the debt, but Tim's, my husband's, automatically goes into his 401k out of his paycheck, but we just do the minimum for him, so he's still getting some retirement built up. But as for me, mine's pretty stagnant right now. I had a little bit before I found Dave Ramsey into my 403b, and I have some in my Roth IRA, but for right now it's all put on hold because I'm trying to pay off this debt so that we can live like nobody else. So baby step 5 is college funding for children. We don't have any children right now and we probably won't for a little bit. So that's something we might be skipping depending on if we have a kid before 2019, 2020. But if we do have a child before then, we will start saving for their college fund as soon as we get to baby step 5. Baby step 6 is paying our home off early. We live in an area that has pretty moderate to high house prices, so I feel like it's going to take us a while to pay off our house. I don't really know where we are in our house. We've only had it since 2014, so that would be something I would look into. I'm trying not to look into it too much because I'm trying to just focus on baby step number 2. So and then the last baby step, which is baby step 7, is to build wealth and give. So that means continuing to save for retirement and give back to the community. Dave Ramsey's very big on giving back to the community in general with your money, because if you make a lot of money and you have a lot of money since you're debt free, he believes that you should be giving it to charities and things like that. So that's all the baby steps. Like I said, we're on baby step 2, so I'm not really focused on the ones after this, and a lot of people aren't either on YouTube. So I'll keep you posted as we keep going through baby step number 2 and hopefully into baby step number 3. Hopefully we can get there early. So those are all the baby steps. Bye.